Alright, whoop. Forgot to take the lens cap off. I'm smart. Hello everyone! Welcome to today's stream, where people are dragons too, darn it! Yeah, I couldn't think of a better title. I tend to always explain the title for Twitch, basically, because I tend to explain it in the YouTube description, but Twitch don't got descriptions. So, you know, I can't explain it in the description if there is no description. But yeah, I couldn't think of a better title. Titles are really freaking difficult when you don't know what's coming up. Because, like, for the next thing I do with Final Fantasy IV, which I might honestly just convert that over to just a video series. I think I might start it again and just do it as a video series. Because no one watched the stream anyway. So, it doesn't make sense to continue streaming something that nobody watched. But, like, the next stream title, if I were to do one, would be Over the Mountains and Beyond. Like, that's easy. Because I know where I'm going. I know I've played the game before. I know the story. I don't know this one's story at all. Do you know 57 parties are currently recruiting and all match my search conditions of not searching? Hello, Kyle. Honestly, I didn't think I'd make it, so, you know. I cannot blame you. Quite honestly, I could not blame you. This feels louder than normal. I need to turn this down. Hold on. Seems better. Still seems louder than normal. This always happens. I restarted my computer and everything seems to be breaking. This is why I don't like restarting my computer. So I see Einstein decided to come back. So it's taken too long. Apparently Restream has decided not to put messages through the Twitch right now. Okay, Restream bot, you take a break. Honestly, like, for as much as everyone talks up how good the story in this game is, like, I've had multiple people be like, yeah, I've replayed the story a few times. The fact that the 5th most popular thing in their store is the complete story skip says a lot about how the story probably isn't all that great. And, like, I will never drop that, because that's literally a thing. It's the 5th most popular thing in the entire store is the story skip. That can't just be people creating alts. Like, if it was just people creating alts, and the story was actually good, they would just be skipping the parts that they don't like A Realm Reborn, which would indicate, you know, it would be one of the lower skips if it was just people people creating alts. Because, like, you know, that's one of those things of, like, I've replayed almost every regular Final Fantasy game multiple times because I enjoyed the story. Because they have good stories. Message State the right shard. Finding your way around this city is a nightmare. Yeah, of course I don't have the one I actually need. I have, I think this will actually get me there fastest. These cities are nightmares. I mean, like, I don't doubt that some people buy them for their alts, but I do doubt that all of the sales are from people buying for alts.
Ready, Lord Commander. The moment has come then.
Pray excuse my lateness. I paid a brief visit to the workshop to inquire about the Mana Cutters. The engineers assure me that they're ready.
The area is now but a short flight away. Yet what a long and winding path we took to reach this point. Were it not for Master Alphinaud's proposal, we never would have attempted to parley with the dragons. Though our negotiations yielded little, our expedition with Lady Isar taught us much. You took an unimaginable risk. I could scarce believe the tale Estinian told.
I mean, fair, but at the same time, like, a lot of these abilities and mechanics aren't specific to Final Fantasy. And a lot of, like, say, skipping the story progression, at least from the thing that's being bought in the store, it isn't the level skip, it's just the story skip. So you still have to level up. Like, that's what people are skipping, is the story. Unless the story skip does level you up, but it gives no indication of that, and there is a level thing, so... But even then, like, you could read the Paladin's skills and get the general gist of, oh, this is how Paladin. You know.
Aye. 'Tis true that many of our countrymen would sooner die than join hands with the heretic's mistress. But 'twas through that most unlikely of alliances that we came to speak with Hraesvelgr.
A conversation that went rather poorly, as I recall.
In this instance, the journey was more important than the destination. Had we not slain Nidhogg's consort, Tiamat, and put the Great Worm on his guard, the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago. Aye, that they would. Full grateful am I for every hour of respite your actions have afforded us. Thanks to you, our defenses are much improved. 'Tis but a pity they won't be enough.
Thus you believe an assault upon the area represents the city's best chance of survival. Is that not so, Estinian?
I am under no illusions. Nidhogg's might is legendary. But with his eye in my possession, I can stifle his strength at the source. Victory will be hard won, even so. And I shall be glad indeed to have the Warrior of Light at my side.
What if I just decide not to?
You shall have my blade as well. There are more of these mana cutters to be had, yes?
Lord Commander, no.
How can I, a proud knight of Ishgard, stand by and do naught while an outsider risks life and limb for our homeland? I swore an oath to protect this city.
Pray leave the slaying of dragons to dragoons, Sir Knight. Your duty to command the city's defense is no less vital. Should we fail, and Nidhogg slip through our grasp, who then will hold the walls against him? Will you leave Ishgard in the hands of the Holy Sea's zealots?
There are others.
Who but you has the authority and the standing to orchestrate a city-wide defense? I do not, and neither does the Warrior of Light. That is why it is our place to fight, and yours to remain here, Lord Commander. What? You too, Master Alphinaud? By the Fury. You have shown some promise, but this adversary is far beyond your skills.
Did I miss something? Did, like, my mouse double-click or something?
Your candor is appreciated, Sir Dragoon. I shall remain then and cheer you from afar.
Well, my friend, would seem I have discouraged the last of the volunteers, and claimed the task as ours alone. But if any alive can best this worm, 'tis surely we too.
Until, you know, we need healing. Because I'm not high enough level to heal yet. I still really feel like that is something the Paladin should have gotten at level 30, but whatever. Oh, man. Yeah, that's one more level. I'm 57, it's 58. Really feel like this should be a level 30 skill instead of this. Especially where this will gain the ability to recover MP once I gain this, but I highly doubt the game is going to tell me that. It's the same as this, I think. Yeah. This will recover MP, but I doubt the game is gonna tell me that. But I need to be able to use MP before it can recover MP. Because that makes sense. You know, hide mechanics from skills so players can't know that something's going to be important. You wouldn't want them to know things. And that just actually occurred to me. I will have 2 more skills. And then I'm done learning skills. Wait, keep doing that. Whoops. No. Stop. Stop. Don't care. Yeah. Technically only 1 new skill because this is going to be replacing this entirely. because it's just simply better. Not by a huge amount. Like, this could just be an upgrade to this. They don't need it to be a new skill. But clearly they're running out of ideas by level 60. Like, it's more a case of they wanted to keep the flashier stuff for the higher levels, I guess. Which, thinking on that... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... I could fit every relevant skill into two skill bars. And saying some of these are relevant all the time is a bit much. Cover is almost never relevant. Shirk I've never used once. Hollowed Ground I use only when I feel like I have to, because its cooldown is so long. Provoke I've never really used. Interject I've never seen a time it could be used. Shield Lob I use decently often, but not often enough to matter. Even most of these skills I barely touch. Wow, a dungeon entrance in a town. At least I don't have to go all the way back to that area. Oh, hey, I can do this with NPCs. I'll see if I can do it with the NPCs. I may as well. It'll be funny. What class is that? Wait, is that just normal Lancer? Looks like it. So, Lancer. Conjurer. I do want to... I am 2 item levels higher than what I need. Yeah, what I was gonna do... Do I have anything to replace this with yet? Kind of. I do have that. That is a minor change. This is still kind of meh. I think what I've got on is more than sufficient. See if the AI can do this. Saves the queue. My comb was distracting me. It was on my mouse cord, so every time I moved my mouse, it was moving. It really feels like there's supposed to be something in here. And it doesn't really feel any different than it used to. It's still just kind of, eh. The bad game feel is never gonna go away. Like, the global cooldown is part of the issue. That, as mentioned, is just a case of it being just game feel being bad. Like, I get that functionally there would be no difference between how things work here and if there was just a 2.5 second cast time. Like, but having that 2.5 second cast time instead of the recast time would give it a better feel, because then the next moment you can use an offensive skill, you could actually use one. I want to play Blue Mage is what I really want to play. From what I've played so far, I want the Blue Mage. But Blue Mage is not a class you can actually use for anything outside of just messing around.
Know your folly. Know your folly.
Why did it retarget this thing? Well, it doesn't really matter. The other thing's dead, but...
Know your folly.
Yeah, like, what I've played of Blue Mage, I've had fun with. It's honestly probably been the most fun I've had. I've just currently reached a point where the next level-based skills I can get without waiting until, like, level 60 come from a dungeon. So... and nothing of value. I guess I go down? Down looks like the only way to go. Yes. That is fair. A terrible dragon. I don't know, that seems like a pretty normal looking dragon. Wait, push the wrong button. Man, we're really making a great impression on Nidhogg. Killing his children, we killed his partner. Oh, I thought I was out of range of that. No wonder he doesn't want to speak to us. Oh, man. Die. Wow. I really care about that. I think I already even had some of that die. Nope, no I didn't, because it's right here. Oops. My hand keeps getting out of place.
Know your folly.
Well, man. I mean, at least I'll be able to use that on, like, my astrologer, maybe. This looks like a pretty terrible dragon. This is a sea serpent if I ever seen one.
I will end your struggles.
Oh, I thought I was out of range of that. Whoops. More equipment I cannot even use. Man. Heavensward has been very against giving me equipment that I can actually use. Is there... No. Just had to make sure there wasn't like a treasure coffer back there. My man, you almost took some pillars down on your own dudes. More junk. I get that they're probably trying to specialize gear a little more. Kind of, like trying to separate the Disciples of War into separate groups, but man... I miss at least some of the stuff I found being useful. Whoops. Wanted provoke. The temptation to just wait for this to be off cooldown. But nah.
my last.
Oh. Didn't make it. Didn't notice. They didn't die anyway, so. Oh well. Yeah, I really don't think Nidhogg's gonna stop his attack now. I think we just made him even angrier. Well, it's technically a tank weapon. uh...
No worm! This ends here! Gifted my people 1,000 years of suffering. Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
Wow, new crystal. Well, Crystal lit up again.
They are ours, Lord Eldrath. The eyes of Nidhogg.
Aye. The worm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him, Nidhogg shall not linger long in this world. But behold the terrible price we have paid. My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain. We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
But not in vain, my lord. Hraesvelgr is the only great worm left in Dravania, and he dares not leave his lair. With Nidhogg's eyes in your possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
Nay, my friend. I must forsake the mantle of king. Though Nidhogg be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting. As one who partook of Ratatoska's strength, it shall be my penance to bear a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish, but a hell's-bound hunter of dragons.
But Lord Haldreth, what then shall become of the royal line?
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him?
I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, 'tis plain that Ishgard has no need of a king. But if you must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown. Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
What cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory only to lose a king?
We can but act as our lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldrath, and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal, and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve ale instead of sharpened steel.
for, then?
Forton, Heilenat, Dyrendare, and Zemail. But 4 houses to rule all of Ishgard.
And what of the throne?
We keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more, we must assume the role of stewards. We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
What ails you, friend? Are you wounded? You have borne witness to history, to the culmination of the first battle with Nidhogg. The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan. In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted. And with a mighty thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat. Thus did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon. A rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no room for doubt, save on one point. If Haldrath took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull? Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried. Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win. Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side. I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph. But we must first have words with Hraesvelgr. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
Yep, there was a crossover. Before I go anywhere, I'm gonna hop on Dave and I'm gonna stand in the corner because I need to use the washroom. I also need some coffee. So, I'll be back in like a couple minutes. I return. Yeah, Valentis, if you didn't know, because you may not have played the game, in Monster Hunter World, which is MHW, there was a collab with Final Fantasy XIV, and you can get Dragoon armor in that game, as well as the Dragoon Lance. For fighting Behemoth. Which is actually set up very much like a proper raid fight, so... It's kind of neat how they handled it. But at the same time, it's also funny how Monster Hunter players absolutely broke that encounter because of the area it's in. Like, I wonder. Near YouTube. It's under a minute, I think. It was one of the fastest times. And that is of a group of 4, but, you know. Yep. I've seen it, but I've also heard there's quite the amount of grinding that you need to basically do to get it, so... Eh. Dude.
You mean the moment I prized your eye from his head?
It was yours. Your strength that sustained Nidhogg all these years.
Would that Haldreth had dealt the worm a killing blow.
And so you acquiesced. You surrendered your eye to Nidhogg, knowing full well the suffering he would inflict.
This worm Shin in Ela. Eskulos Mizek Lizesk Gahan. I'm fine. Koluman, Tomos Ineskula. Kas Eshishizo, Sekron Inaan, Srei Snova, Insif Ian.
Oh boy, more equipment.
Twas my life's goal to slay Nidhogg. But I find there is little joy to be had in its accomplishment.
But you have rid the world of a hate-filled creature, and ended a bloody war in so doing.
I lost my family to Nidhogg's flames, and 'twas with fury in my heart that I took up the lance. Every blow I struck in the name of vengeance. We were not so different, he and I.
I will not judge you for your deeds. I have not the right. Too many innocents have perished in the name of my greater good.
Yet even with all that has passed, the tale is incomplete. We are short a great worm's eye. Of the pair which Haldreth took from Nidhogg, only one is known to us, the one I bear. What then became of the other? Why did Nidhogg, who had taken such pains to prolong the Dragonsong War, suddenly decide to hurl his entire army against the walls of Ishgard?
You know, maybe we could ask the dragon that's kind of chilling with me.
Lord Commander. Aye. The deed is done. Nidhogg is slain. What? In the city? A battle with whom? At once, Lord Commander. Hold firm till our return. Fighting has broken out in the city. Lord Emmerich was sparse with the particulars, but it seems some commoners threw open the gates to a force of heretics.
I gave no order to attack.
Are we to mark the end of the Dragonsong War by spilling the blood of our own? Mayhap Hraesvelgr was right about us. Let us away, Warrior of Light. The people must be safe from themselves.
Wait! I would join you! There has been enough violence. I will appeal to my people in the city and make them see reason.
Come then, Lady Iceheart. Let us write the final chapter in this damnable war.
Except this probably won't be, because, you know, I should only be like level 44, maybe? Not 44, 54. Blah.
A small army of heretics has invaded the city, Your Eminence. But there is no cause for concern. A sizable contingent of our soldiers is already in place to repel the Dravanian assault. And the intruders will soon find themselves outnumbered and outmatched.
Our plans proceed apace, then?
Yes, Your Eminence. This unrest shall serve to feed the people's fear of the heretics and the dragons both.
And lend renewed fervor to their prayers for deliverance. Very good. Grant our guests what time they need to sow a measure of chaos, then order the Temple Knights to crush them.
Your will be done.
The moment is at hand. Excellent. All shall soon be in alignment. It is time for the Bringer of Light to die.
Yeah, except that won't happen.
Comrades, sheathe your swords! There is no need for further bloodshed!
My lady!
She has come! Hear me, brothers and sisters! The war is ended! Nidhogg is no more! It is so! This adventurer and the Azure Dragoon laid the Great Worm low! The endless cycle of violence between man and dragon was born of our forefathers' treachery. You have followed me, bled with me, to bring this truth to light that we might all know peace. But Nidhogg is dead. Nidhogg is dead, my friends! He who bore such hatred towards Ishgard is dead! Let his hatred die with him, I say! Let us sheathe our swords and go in peace!
Have we lost?
No, my friend. Far from it. At long last, the peace for which we have so desperately fought is within our grasp. And I, for one, would not forsake it. Peace?
Seize the witch! Let none escape!
Providing aid and succor to the wounded should be our first concern. If the heretics mean to observe the peace, then it would be folly not to do the same.
And more lack of tenacity. Like, I get tenacity as a stat that is mostly irrelevant. But at the same time, the amount of it I would be giving up by equipping the stuff the game is giving me is a bit ludicrous. And I will go do my class quest after I finish this. Because it's not like I'd be able to use the skill anyway, so...
Praise Halone, you are safe.
My safety was never in doubt, Father, for I had the Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light by my side. We bring the most wonderful tidings.
The infamous Lady Iceheart, here in Ishgard? This is most unexpected.
She has done much to quell the violence. The Inquisition may not approve, but we are glad of her presence.
And with the Great Worm's demise, even our nation's more reactionary elements will have scant grounds
to press for her immediate impeachment.
My thoughts exactly.
What of the truth revealed to us by Hraesvelgr? That the origins of the Dragonsong War, a core tenet of Ishgardian faith, are quite unlike those depicted in the scriptures.
That men and dragons once lived together in harmony, and that it was man's treachery which shattered the peace and plunged our peoples into war.
The same scripture also describes the origins of the High Houses. Were it exposed as false, the legitimacy of our rule would be called into question. If both Highborn and Lowborn can trace their ancestry to Thordan and his Knights 12.
But a single sip of dragon's blood is required to confirm their lineage.
If the Holy See knew of this and chose to remain silent, their crimes are grievous indeed. Regardless, this state of affairs cannot be allowed to continue.
Sir Emeric, you cannot mean to raise this matter with the Archbishop.
Pray consider what you are proposing. If the Holy See chose to conceal the truth for centuries, what reason would they have to reveal it now?
None.
At best, you will be branded a heretic and clapped in irons.
Then at least the Archbishop will have shown his true colors. My friends, this war will never truly be at an end until the truth is made known. You must see what lies on the horizon if it is not. When ruled by fear of a common enemy, we were united. But now we have none. During the war, the Highborn needed men to lead, and the Lowborn men to follow. Not anymore. 'Tis but a matter of time before the old order is called into question. Lady Iceheart will share the truth with her followers, and the Holy See will be powerless to stop its spread. The disenfranchised will rise up united, and blood will flow in the streets once more. A divided Ishgard will not survive.
Tread carefully, Lord Commander.
I mean, why don't we go with him?
My lady, is it wise to let him go? I sympathize with the Lord Commander's desire for reform, but to approach the Archbishop in this manner bespeaks an idealism to which I did not think Sir Emeric prone.
Though he comports himself as a realist, he has long dreamt of reform. 'Twas that idealism which first drew me to him, that which made me swear an oath to serve. We must not think of ways to hinder his cause, but rather ways to aid it, even should the Holy See cry heresy.
You cannot mean...
If the Lord Commander does not return from the vault at the appointed hour, I mean to go and fetch him.
Have care, my lady. Your words border on treason. Should they reach the wrong ears, you will be declared an enemy of Ishgard.
That is a risk I am willing to take. Lest you forget, my lord, I am not born of this land. My loyalty is to the Lord Commander alone. But I speak only of what may come to pass. If the rumors regarding his heritage are to be believed, we have naught to fear.
Lies and slander.
Forgive me, what rumors are these?
That Sir Emeric is the Archbishop's bastard son. Senior clergy are not permitted to marry and sire children. But even the holiest among us are not immune to temptation.
I labor to believe it. Sir Emeric is truly the Archbishop's son.
He has never been publicly acknowledged as such. But the rumors have plagued him since childhood. That he rose to his current position, despite being despised as a bastard and accused of profiting from his father's influence, bespeaks the quality of his character. It is my hope that on this occasion, the burden of his birth will work in his favor. Should our worst fears be realized, the Archbishop will not be so quick to execute his own flesh and blood, affording us time to mount a rescue.
Bastard or trueborn, he is our nation's best hope. If the Holy See dares to threaten him, I shall lead the charge against the Vault myself.
Hear, hear! The future of Ishgard rests on Sir Emeric's shoulders. I too will do mine utmost to aid his cause.
Orshafon, be reasonable.
A knight lives to serve, Father. To aid those in need. The people need Sir Emeric more than ever, and we may be his only hope. There is no greater calling for a knight than to save the life of his fellow man. I swear to you, on the sigil of our house, that I shall do this and make you proud.
I'm here too, I guess.
Even you? Romantic, reckless fools, the lot of you. So be it. Make your preparations.
I thank you all for your support.
Well, before I do that, I have a skill to go learn. That, you know, I already know I won't be able to use for probably quite the while in actual content outside of roaming the fields, but, you know, it's a skill. Like, that's something I like, but also very much dislike about the level sync. Because in a way, it's nice and makes the lower level content not just a, you know, veteran game, basically. But also, like, the level synced quest content that isn't actually dungeons probably shouldn't be level synced. Like, yeah, what's up, my kid? Come all the way out here to go all the way back to town. Why couldn't he just be in town? He had somewhere to stand back here. He could have been standing there. Well, at least I'm finally coming back up here. It's been a while. And I'm only even coming up here because of a class quest, but you know. Yeah, I'll just sprint. Man, I wish I could just leap off the edge of this, but I really can't because fall damage. I also wish I could fly and go a bit faster, but, you know. That's a little too much to ask, I guess. Man, you guys really suck at this. Oh hey, my skills are recovering MP now. Okay, I guess I don't... I guess I don't care about them. Right, I should get Dave out here. I legitimately keep forgetting about Dave. And I finally have a healing spell, and I know how to target myself. I can even target Dave if I really want to. It's annoying that they use the F keys for that instead of the normal thing, which would just be holding Control or Alt and hitting Tab to target your allies in the order going down, usually starting with yourself. That's how most MMOs do it, because it's easier because your hand's already there, instead of having to move your hand to hit a button. It's only a minor inconvenience, though. It's not a big deal. I mean, just allowing the player to click would also work. But, you know, right, you can use this to... This, yeah. That is another thing that, like, they could have just had that be part of the previous quest. This one. Save you the effort of coming all the way down here after going, you know, being in there and talking to Alphino, because, I mean, it's always possible that someone may have to leave to do story quests, like I have. I went the wrong way. I think. Yes? Yes, I need... No. There. This frickin' city, man. Pretty sure it's here I need. Yes. Wonder if I'll die from this drop. Do I even need down there? I don't see anybody to talk to. I do see someone to talk to right there, so... Oh, what's up? Useless. Ah, okay. So all of that was useless. Good. And the final piece of tank armor. That defense increase is probably worth it. Why did we not just start with that? Like, why did we not just talk to him from the very start? I'm sorry, for world building, we had to go talk to everyone else to hear that an old guy doesn't hear like he used to. A kid was being a kid, and we already know everyone down here is not treated well. Very helpful. Very important that we're doing this busy work. Like, I get it, so he can't disclose... Well, he could. Yeah, I think I have now gotten every piece... No, I don't. I don't have a helmet. I'm close to having... Actually, no. I have 2 pieces of 56. I thought the game gave me more than that. Well, let's see how my, Oh, God, freaking Windows. Why do you do that? I utterly hate the changes to print screen. I just want print screen. That's all I want. I don't want snipping tool. I want print screen. Stick those on. These on. Leave those because those are still level 50 and pretty sure my gloves are better. Well, no, my gloves are arguably worse. So, yeah, sure. I still don't know where I got all of these from. Why I have 4 of them. Like, have I forgotten something? I've probably just forgotten something. Okay, let's see. So I've lost 36 tenacity. Gained almost 100 determination. My critical hit is down. My direct hit is also... Well, no, my direct hit is up slightly. Defense is a lot higher. Strength is marginally higher. Vitality is a bit higher. I might tank a little better now, or I might tank worse. Who knows? I don't like this helmet. I'll just do that, I guess. I'm going over there. Okay, I suppose I can just go down here. Probably be just as fast. I love long runs. Wait, am I going up or down? Down. Wait, where am I going? Well, it says down, so down I go. Ah. Pretty sure I know where that person is. Can I survive this? Probably not. Whew. Almost not. And now I go all the way back up. Quick, the player may not be the level we want them to be. Let's give them, like, 5 quests where they have to run up the same staircase and talk to basically the same people to get basically no information. Oh boy. Lots of this. Finding an infant isn't exactly easy. Oh, hey, there she is.
Where do you think you're going, Missy?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
What's going on here?
What's it to you, boy? Piss off.
Hold on. I've seen them around. They're in and out of House Four Tom's Manor all the time.
Oh, I see. Skulking about at your highborn master's bidding, eh? Bloodhounds hoping to catch a whiff of heresy, is that it?
You are quite mistaken, I assure you. We came here to help. And if you know what's good for you, you will let us pass.
Haha! Listen to the pups yapping. Come here, boy. I'll give you cause to yelp.
Enough! Leave threatening women and children to our betters. We don't have the knack.
Hilda!
Lay a finger on the Blue Bloods' pups, and you're like to lose the hand. And often I get called on by glorious heroes like yourself. So tell me, what have I done to deserve you?
Of course, it couldn't just cutscene us there. That would be too easy.
So, while you're on your way to kill Nidhogg, you stumbled on some dirty secrets that the Holy See has been hiding for centuries.
Eh? What are they on about?
The High Houses. And what makes a nobleman so bleeding noble? They trace their blood back to King Thordan and his Knights 12, the founders of Ishgard. But our friends here reckon we're all descended from the heroes of Eld. highborn and lowborn alike. And so Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, has gone to ask the Archbishop if he wouldn't mind letting everyone know.
Is he simple? The old bastard will have him executed for heresy.
Well, seems to me that's what the good sir wants. Seems he thinks a noble sacrifice will serve to prove his claims.
We cannot stand idly by and allow Sir Emmerich to do this. Ishgard has need of him.
Look, you've a good heart, I can see that. Willing to risk your neck for someone else even when his troubles ain't yours. But what's this got to do with me?
If Sir Emmerich is imprisoned in the vault, we will need all the help we can muster to breach their defenses and rescue him.
Freaking dry skin.
What in the hell's...
Ah, the unmistakable scent of heresy. And what do we have here? The honored guests of House Fortom consorting with the Queen of Rats. Ooh, plotting insurrection, I shouldn't wonder. That won't do. Sickness is wont to fester and spread. It must be burnt out ere the infection takes hold.
I reckon Sir'd be happy to wield the irons himself. Well, so happens I've got irons of my own.
And my man, you literally watched me kick the ass of 2 of your buddies.
Such simple creatures, rats. Certain to attack when cornered. Let us step outside, my lady. In here your toys could hurt someone.
Out there, our toys could hurt someone too. Yeah, I don't need it anymore. Okay, that's 2,000 health. It's far better than any potion I've got. Alphino, you want to kill that guy over there? Thanks, buddy.
There's no denying your gifts. A well-deserved reputation indeed.
Enough!
Well, that was silly.
Lucky bastard.
Nay, 'tis
Slow
we who are
bullets.
lucky. Had we fought on, 'twas but a matter of time before our conflict claimed the life of an innocent bystander.
I thought the Heavens Ward might come here as well.
They came to the Temple Knights' headquarters.
Aye. Sir Grinno announced that the Lord Commander had been imprisoned under suspicion of heresy, and that the Heavens Ward had been granted full authority in his stead.
Then the Heavens Ward now commands the Temple Knights.
Those still loyal to Sir Emeric answer to me. Alas, that amounts to but half our number. The other half, who opposed his promotion to Lord Commander, have gathered at the vault as ordered.
Bolstering the guard already, eh? If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were expected.
I take it you're in charge around here?
Hilda. And yes, the young master was just persuading me to join his lost cause. Convincing little beggar, isn't he? Aye. Your passion moved me. A bit. That, and the fact that we're sick of living off the leavings of our betters. If you've a mind to change things around here, then we've a mind to join you.
I do honestly feel like I'm taking more damage than I was before, but it might just be because I'm fighting higher level things now. I have to use the washroom again. Could also use more coffee. So I will be back in a moment or two. I just noticed Restream Bot is really struggling with Twitch. Probably got banned on Twitch again. That's happened so much. Where it'll get reported and reported and reported by general people, and then it stops working for a day or so, and then it works the next day. Hey, an Aetheryte Shards, right here. I think this is probably at the actual closest. It's hard to tell with the map, if I'm honest. I'm gonna assume another dungeon. Yep. I'd seen the name of this dungeon before, and the fact it matched with this, you know. Huh. That's a unique class, I guess. Whatever that is. That or it's an upgrade to something. Feels weird they wouldn't just have him be... Well, I suppose he can't be a tank. I'm the tank. Come on, Trap. Let's go. Wonder if I'll have my heal. Yes. Okay. So if I have to, I can heal myself now. What if I just use it now? Cool. Just targets me. So why don't we just climb over this? I could climb this. I could jump this. Why are we going around when we could take the most direct route that they clearly didn't foresee us taking? Man, blocking definitely takes the enemy's level into account. Because my block is getting worse. It's now 16%. Well, my barrier's already gone. I keep forgetting I even have that, and man, is that skill kind of pointless. That is one hit. Oops. Balls! There, I used cover. For literally the first time. Died to balls. Piety. Cleric ring. Yeah, I'm just gonna loot the place. Oh man. Cream yellow.
Away with you!
Whoops. Well, these guys just look silly. I'm gonna give it a few seconds before I step in there. Let my bulwark get to 40. So I doubt I'll want it that quickly, but I might, so.
I'll cut you to pieces.
Hey, aren't you one of the guys I already beat up?
Away with you. I will not yield to you.
So you're He-Man, is what you're saying.
I have my pride.
Man, I'm glad I can heal myself. No, you didn't. For a moment, I thought, given it was a helmet, that it might be something I could use. But I guess not. Still nothing. Oh man, more knights. Well, that might not be... I'd lose tenacity no matter what. Wait, that's bracelet. Oh, rings. Yeah, that's the thing. I haven't got a new bracelet in forever. At least one that's arguably better. These would be more for DPS, but it's something. Yeah, I'll keep the rings I've got on. I'm losing less changing the bracelet in my tanking abilities anyway.
Away with you!
A lot of dead gargoyles. Be with you in a minute. Let's see if there's anything over here. There is not. Hey, my dude. At least he's not playing around. But, I mean, we already kicked his ass once. So, you know. Yeah, all my cooldowns are good.
Filthy rats!
I don't know why they all backed off, but they did.
Sickness must be purged.
Away with you!
Be gone with you.
Okay, yeah, I'll step back, I guess. I still have no idea what that attack is doing, but...
And now the final cut.
Away with you! Away with you!
Actually, I may as well work on another one. They'll be through that one fast enough.
This shall be a mercy. You disgust me.
I have my pride.
I feel like I almost failed that. I really should have been fighting, you know, dealing with other of the holy flames.
Be gone with you. Sickness must be purged.
I don't even think that stopped much damage.
You something special.
Sickness must be purged. Be gone with you.
I was wondering where they were moving.
Sickness must be purged.
To be real, don't remember that one. Well, that'll be helpful. I could definitely use them. Maybe my blocking will be a little better now. Alright, that skill. Yeah. I don't remember their names, I just remember the effect. It's the one I tend to only use on crowds.
Our power! How can this be? Fall back!
Father, please!
For a mercy, we were not too late.
Why must you do this, Father? Nidhogg is fallen. There is no need for further deception. Now is the time to renounce the lies which led us down this path. To start anew!
And tear down the very pillars of our society? Our history? Our values? Everything we have built over 1,000 years? A fool to the last.
Oh, hi, Undyne.
Look out!
That one for parrying, eh?
Go. Azizla awaits.
Lord Orchefort!
It's no good. The wound is too deep. It refuses to mend.
You are unharmed? Forgive me. I could not bear the thought of... Oh, do not look at me so. A smile better suits a hero.
The point, I don't want to take away from the touching scene. But man, he could have survived if he basically let the weight of the attack roll off of him and into the ground before it broke his shield. That's what you do when you block. You don't hold your shield in the way, you divert the energy. That's the point of a shield, is to divert. But I also can't blame Japanese developers for not knowing this. They weren't exactly the most known for using shields. So, and when they did use them, it was to block. It was to get in the way of cavalry. But I did have a feeling a character was about to die. Though I thought it would be the new one they just added. The girl with the gun. Because that's just been the pattern. They add a new character to remove the new character. That's really gonna cause some problems, though, because I can almost guarantee he's tied to some side quests I haven't done. Now he's dead.
Don't. Please. A knight lives to serve, to protect, to sacrifice. There is no greater calling. Leave me to mourn and give chase. For my son, and for the nation he loved. Go!
His sacrifice shall not be forgotten.
My son.
And honestly, cutscenes like this are why I hid the helmet I'm wearing. Like, normally I wouldn't care, but knowing this game would pull scenes like that, it would be a bit silly if I looked like this the whole way. Like, give him a smile. Like, you know. So, yeah. That here, or yeah, it's up here. Or is it? No, it's down here.
My friends, I am in your debt.
Think nothing of it. Your wounds are healing well, I trust.
Some wounds do not heal. The founding. The scriptures, 1,000 years of lies, all to deceive the common man. Nay, our own brothers and sisters. For the blood of the Knights 12 flows within all our veins. You knew this to be true. You knew, and you concealed it.
I should be interested to hear how you came by this knowledge. But yes, you have the right of it. The architects of Ishgard, King Thordan and his Knights 12, entrapped and butchered the great worm, Ratatoskr, that they might partake of her eyes and thereby transcend their mortal limits. Upon learning of their treachery, Nidhogg was consumed with a murderous and justified rage. I dare say you know what followed.
The great worm slew the king and half of his knights.
Aye, but Nidhogg was subdued, and his eyes plucked from their sockets by the knights that remained. Their one mistake was to show mercy, for from his brother Hraesvelgr did Nidhogg receive a new eye, thus rejuvenating his form and empowering him to embark upon an eternal quest for vengeance.
Whilst Thorden's son Haldreth took one of Nidhogg's eyes and learned to wield its power in defense of his people.
Thus was the first Azure Dragoon born, and ever since that time, his honored successors have risen to drive Nidhogg from our lands whenever the worm has returned to plague us. I ask you, my son, will you answer for my sins? Will your son and his son answer for me as well?
What do you mean?
If a man cannot atone for his sins in the course of his all too fleeting life, must his progeny then be held to account? Must every subsequent generation be judged as well? Thorin's betrayal of Ratatoskr was an unconscionable, unforgivable sin. Should we then, as his descendants, meekly surrender ourselves to an eternity of punishment? Nay, say I. I would not see our children sacrificed in a vain attempt to appease an implacable foe.
Yet you continued the fight, instead of making a gesture of goodwill, which would be returning Nidhogg's eye, knowing full well that that would empower the dragon more. It itself would know that as well, thus showing that possibly, just maybe, you have come to realize how unforgivable said act was.
Dragons are not like us, my son. To they who live forever, the wrongs of antiquity are as those of yesterday. No reparations shall ever suffice.
And see, that I also don't get. Because there's this fun thing that happens within even humans. That we remember the first roughly 20 years of our lives very well. The next 10, less well. The next 30, less well. Because they had less of an impact on our total life. They're less of the grand, the whole timeline of our life. As years go on, they're less and less of it. The same would surely be true of dragons. 1,000 years is a long time. But as those years go on, they matter less and less. They're remembered less and less.
This fact alone should serve as ample justification for our actions. Yet some refuse to see it as such. For men like you, who yearn to commit themselves to a nobler cause, a more compelling narrative is required.
This is your solution. This is how you protect our people. You have given us a lost cause, a death sentence. With your compelling narrative, you but doom our countrymen to give their lives for a lie.
And they do so gladly. Highborn and lowborn alike are proud to serve, to fight and die for their country. And what would you say to them? What would you tell the wives who have lost their husbands? The mothers who have lost their sons? That their loved ones died for naught? Over the course of 1,000 years, countless men have donned these robes, and every one of them came to accept the necessity of this solution. Once, I hoped you might come to accept it as well. despair, my son. Soon I shall free us from the sins of antiquity, and bring about the change you so fervently desire. If he has spoken with others, I would have their names. Escort him to a cell and question him thoroughly.
Your Eminence.
You saw something, did you not? A vision of the past?
So this is the power of the Echo. Would that it had shown you a finer moment from my past. 'Twas an exercise in futility, as you saw. Faced with the firmity of his conviction and his many ready rejoinders, my words deserted me. To be frank, I am embarrassed to recall it.
A friend once impressed upon me the importance of differentiating between words, deeds, and beliefs. Were he here, I suspect he would judge your father's conviction to be no more than rank, self-serving delusion. Even so, I cannot help but wonder what manner of change he intends to bring about.
I have given some thought to that as well. During the battle within the vault, the Heaven's Ward demonstrated strange and unnatural abilities.
Aye, the manner in which Sir Zephyrin struck down Lord Haurchefant was unlike anything I've ever seen before.
The spectacle called to mind King Thordan and his Knights 12 as they are depicted in Scripture, holy powers and all.
Mere fabrications, which have become objects of faith, instilled with the belief of countless devoted souls. 7 hells!
If Lady Iceheart can use her own body as a vessel for summoning, I see no reason why others could not.
Are the Heaven's Ward truly so reckless?
Unbelievable.
As they fled, my father spoke of Aziz La. Though I know not what he intends, I fear no good shall come of it. His ambitions are too great, and his minions too powerful. We must find the Heaven's Ward and stop my father before it is too late.
Back to Cid I go. What's up, my man? Oh hey, I just noticed Restream bot was working again. Which means it either was, just being maintenanced, or it was banned, which is always possible. That happens so often to that poor thing. Yo, what's up, my man?
To the northern reaches of the Sea of Clouds, where countless isles yet remained uncharted. In search of a mysterious land known as Azizlar, and the unmasked villain who sought to claim its secrets.
There will probably be aetheryte crystals just floating about.
Oblivious to the new threat which followed in their wake, they came.
What do you know? Okay, no, that's the camp. But still, what do you know? Oh. Oh, I see. Look at some rocks.
Protect me!
Oh, I should probably deal with this little shit. Having healers in the hostile parties is just annoying. I think I'm to the point though. I should just be single target attacking. Oi. Wait, but there we go. Can I get up here without getting aggroed? Thank you. Looks like I'll be killing a whale soon. Oh, I thought I'd have to go up. I didn't see this guy over here. Well, I still have to go up. I just have to talk to him first. Or no, it's gonna cutscene me. Wow! I think given the time and the fact I am hungry and how long I have been streaming for, I think I will end off here. Mostly because I kind of have a title for next stream now. Something to do with a whale. That gives me something to go off of. Titling these streams is a lot more difficult than you would think. Because I know nothing about the game, so I can't be like, yeah, this thing... Oh, there's an Aether Current. I should grab that while I'm here. And can see it. But like with most other games, I can at least pretend to have a title. But this one, I really, like, I'm doing my best. But yeah, that is going to be it for today. So, thank you all very much for watching. And hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow as I do probably something different. But maybe more Final Fantasy, I don't know. Depends on what I'm feeling like tomorrow. See you all then.